So I bought another phaser the other day, and in this episode we are going to pull the carbs and probably the airbox because this thing idles crazy high. They need to be rebuilt, and yeah, that's a good way to burn up a sled. If it's running high, it's probably running lean, which means it's running hot. If you want to melt some pistons, keep at it. Here is the underhood of a phaser. You get the carbs here. The problem is there isn't really a good way to pull them out. The airbox has got to move, and I think I might need to pull this clutch. Yeah, we're gonna tear into this thing and see what happens. Wow, it's awesome that came loose as easy as it did. I don't know if you watched my ZR600 build, but I'll put the link up here. Getting that clutch off, I had to take the whole shaft out and get it pressed somewhere because that thing had become one with the shaft. So this is awesome. I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go for this little panel right here, and we're going to take out those two 10mm bolts. So I gotta say, I still like phasers, but this is really annoying. Like, I've probably been working half an hour, 40 minutes, and I can't even get the carbs out. And you can't remove the airbox till the carbs are out. And you can't take the carbs out without, I mean, it's just like from both ends, there's all this crap in the way. It's pretty annoying. I'm wondering if I can get rid of the frickin' airbox just because it'd be easier to put back together. I'm not looking forward to putting this back together at all. Victory. I don't know if I need to keep that airbox. What I'm thinking about right now are cone filters, because you throw on a couple cone filters on these guys and I can get rid of that stupid airbox, and it would make working on this thing a hell of a lot easier. Right now I'm looking at the fuel pouring out of something. Alright, so my fuel lines are leaking, so I'm going to try to clog those up somehow so that the garage does not turn into a fire hazard. Wow, these fuel lines are rock hard. So now that the carbs are out, I think I should be able to get out the airbox. It looks like there's a snorkel that goes around the steering shaft. Alright, that is a stupid design. We're going to hopefully get rid of that and just run some cone filters, because that would make living with this thing a million times easier. I'm just looking at these carbs. Look at all the dirty crap, bugs and garbage and stuff that got through that airbox. I feel like cone filters would do a way better job at keeping the intake side clean. The other thing I noticed is if you look at plates here, the throttle plates, this one's open and this one's shut. So they're definitely not even adjusted the same way. We're going to take these things over to the bench and rebuild them. Alright, so there you go, dudes. That's how I removed the carbs and the airbox from a 1990 something Yamaha Phazer 2. Now, I did struggle with that. That was pretty annoying. I don't know if I was doing something wrong or missing something, but it seemed like the carbs had to come out first before you could take out the airbox. And what sucks about that is the airbox is sort of in the way of removing the carbs. Also, the fuel lines, there's just no room, so I ended up just cutting them. I'm not sure yet how I'm supposed to assemble this the same way with the fuel lines that short. Maybe these are the factory lines and they've never been replaced, and maybe it was easier to assemble when it was on an assembly line. I have no idea. But I will say that the Airbox is a pain in the ass, so really thinking about those cone filters. I have been reading that people are saying if you switch to cone filters, it's going to get too much air because this factory Airbox is so restrictive. I don't know if I believe that. Either way, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click it, subscribe, or not. I don't care. I'm not going to force you to do anything. But I am going to be building a lot of phasers, so stay tuned if you're into that. Cheers.